What, an Apple phone? I don't even know what that is. What are you trying to charge?
My phone.
Which phone? Oh, I don't have an iCord.
Kevin! Charger now, let me see something.
Oh, that's not an iCord. Yeah, this might be.
Never mind, yours might be too skinny. Never mind, I got one thing.
We are
Yeah, I did it
live.
right.
What you talking about, brother? What you talking about? Ty's here. All right. Levon's here. Deuce is here. The Watchtower is here. What is good? How's everybody doing out there on this
What
Sunday?
it is, chat. What it is. What it is.
You know
Happy
what it
Sunday.
is. Yes, sir. Hit that like button. And let's get this show on the road here. I don't know where Parker is, in case anybody was wondering where the objective gamer, the Superman dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened to Parker the Magnificent, but hopefully he'll come back one day. I mean, you know what it is, man. He do this all the time, brother. This is what he does. He come through. Thank you everybody for coming through. Hit the like button while you are here. Welcome to episode 4 of the Watchtower on the 9th day of July 2023. Now, Levon, you do steer the ship, and you steer the ship very well. We haven't hit any icebergs, except for the iceberg of Teddy yesterday when he wanted to fight freaking Loki for some weird reason. But other than that, we usually have a smooth sailing. We disagree with each other, but we get it going. But I do want us to talk about the weekend box office, Levon. That is what I want to talk about first. Because that is, it's the summer movie madness, brother. We have to report the box office. But I believe, now I haven't checked the numbers, but I do believe that Spider-Man Across the Multiverse is still doing well. I think it's still doing well. So let's see. Let's take a look here, and let's see what we are. All right, take a look at the box office, and let's see who number 1 was. Boom. Who do we got here? And number 1,
Insidious.
I
Wasn't it
think.
Insidious?
I
There
think.
we go.
Yeah, I think it's Insidious.
Spider-Man is like number 5.
Number
No,
5?
we're talking about just the weekend
Just the
though. Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah. For the weekend, I
Yeah.
think yes, it was Insidious. Wow.
Yeah.
Insidious came in at 32 million.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. So if Insidious did 32 million, hold on, let me zoom in here so y'all can all see it. So
I didn't even
Insidious,
know Indiana Jones was out.
Indiana Jones is having well, he having problems, but he ain't having Flash type problems, but he having problems. So if you guys look here at the box office for the week for the 7th to the 9th, Sunday is usually an estimate with the box office. I mean, they go by pre-sales or whatever, but Insidious, which I don't think they've missed on any of those Insidious movies. Shout out, I think isn't that a James Wan production? I think that's his franchise. I think he definitely, shout out to Mac. What's good, Mac City? Merc, what's good? Brianios, Agent Slugger, what's good? All right, I saw the brothers up in the chat. I didn't even realize that. All right, we got the brothers are here. The brothers are here.
Max City said Spider-Man was too multicultural for him. God damn.
Oh man,
Damn.
But hey, listen, hit the like button while y'all here. Check this out though. This box office is very interesting because Insidious is a new release, but it is not on tear with the box office budget of the Indiana Jones, and it smoked Indy this weekend. Yo, that's crazy. Like that lets me know that, and I heard rumors about Kathleen Kennedy getting the boot. I wish Buck was here because now that was trending on Twitter for about 2 days because they said that they were disappointed with Indiana Jones numbers and that Kathleen Kennedy, for those that don't know, Kathleen Kennedy is the producer of Lucasfilm. So Indiana Jones, Star Wars, that's her whole shtick there. Like she's in control of that. So, Kathleen Kennedy, they were saying is getting fired, and that was like trending, and they had like fans were happy because I got to tell you guys, Insidious is Insidious. We all agree that, right? The Insidious were good movies. You agree? Ty, Levon, Deuce, have you guys seen the Insidious movies?
I have not.
No, I never watched
I
the
haven't.
movies.
I haven't seen the new one, but
you saw the older
my
ones,
wife,
right?
she loves them.
Yes.
No, I watch them.
Yes,
They're
sir.
pretty good.
Yes, they are good movies. Now, this is something to tell you.
Insidious.
When you get beat by a horror movie and it's not October, you're down bad. You're down bad. Bro, that means millions of Americans decided that, you know what? I'd rather go see this Insidious than go see Indiana Jones here. Could it be, folks, that Indiana Jones is really the horror movie here? Or the horrible movie? Like, I haven't seen it yet, and I've seen every Indiana Jones. Hell, I own the Steelbook box set that set me back like $100 and something. I love physical movies still. And
maybe Indiana Jones was just an 80s thing. Maybe it was just cool back
well, so was Transformers, but they're making hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office. So, that, Levon, you might have a point there, but the fact that Insidious is beating Indiana Jones, that's not my only focus here, because Insidious is number 1, which I can't believe. I thought Indiana Jones be number 1. It's number 2. But if you guys look at number 5 here, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. That's big. And I'll tell you why that's big. Because if we click here and you look at Spider-Man, look at this. It opened to 120 million. And look where Spider-Man is. The domestic.
42. Oh, I'm looking at the worldwide.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at the worldwide. All right, let's look at the worldwide. Worldwide. What do you got?
642.
642. Wow. And that movie's budget couldn't have been more than 10 million. And that's being generous.
Yeah, for the animated movie.
Yeah, that's being generous, saying 10 million. 642 million worldwide. And Mac City says, Ricky, I think the ponies are mad Indiana Jones is exclusive. That's a good point, though. Yo, Mac, that is funny because think about this. The Spider-Verse does 642, and Mac is saying, hey, all the Sony fans got mad and won't go see Indiana Jones because it's exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem.
But then wouldn't you blame the Xbox fans for that? For not living up to Indiana Jones standards? Wouldn't you blame Xbox
I
fans
think
for
you
that?
got to blame Kathleen Kennedy. She called. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a poll up here right now. Let's start a poll. You know I love doing polls, folks. All right. We're going to do this one. Should Kathleen Kennedy...
So what was she, like the Kevin Feige of Indiana Jones?
Of Lucasfilm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I asked this, and I wouldn't call for anybody's job because I wouldn't want nobody to call for my job. But the point is, after The Force Awakens, she has been trending down, bro. She has
Hmm.
been trending down. Think about the Rise of the Skywalker, trash. That was bad. Listen, I'm a Star Wars dude. I named my Digital Storm PC the Death Star, and that franchise is dead. They
Hmm.
Star Wars is so bad that because she was like very controlling, that the people that were writing the next trilogy, they quit. They said, "All right."
It's
They said, "We're done." And the guy, John Favreau, or whatever it was, the guy
Favreau, yeah.
Favreau, who created the MCU. This man created the MCU. He gave us movies like which movies did he do? He did some good movies. He did Jungle Book. He did what did he else do? Did he do Elf? I think he did Elf.
I don't know, but damn, what was his name? Shit.
Vince Vaughn, was he with Vince Vaughn at one point?
Will Ferrell.
Did
Was
he
that
like do
was
some
that Elf
movies
with
like
Will?
The Swingers or whatever?
He did trying to he did another film. And he also does The Mandalorian too. So
Okay.
yeah, but he was fighting with Kathleen Kennedy on The Mandalorian because he didn't want Grogu to come back. He was like, "Hey, look, we're done. Let him go be with Luke. Let Luke train him. Yeah, whatever." And she had an issue with that, and she was like, basically trying to tell him what to do. And I think he went to the upper management and said, "You know what? If you don't control her, I'm out of here." And the last thing you want to do is piss this dude off. Because if you look at his credits here, all right, he's Iron Man, Iron Man 2. He did Elf. Yep, he did Elf. He did The Breakup. He does a lot of Vince Vaughn movies. Zookeeper. He did a voice for that. Iron Man 3, he was like, producer or whatever. But again, he he was in Spider-Man Homecoming? Oh, that's right. It's Happy Hogan.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He
Yeah.
was in all three Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, man, look, he was all right. So he directed Elf, he directed Iron Man, he directed Iron Man 2. Now here's where I can't give him all the credit. Cowboys and Aliens, he's got to own that. He's got to own that. The Jungle Book he did, The Lion King he did. Okay, so this guy right here knows what it's about when it comes to making things relevant and what the fans want. He created the MCU. So I think, yes, Max City, no doubt. I agree. Iron Man 3 was one of the better Ironmans. So I think, when she started giving him pushback, it was time for her to probably get her wings clipped. Not fired, but get her wings clipped to say, hey, listen, we got to haul you in, Cat. You can't be telling Favreau what to do. He created an MCU that makes us billions of dollars. Let him rock. And that's not what happened. So it sucks, but again, the box office, to me, the best legs of the summer are Guardians of the Galaxy 3 as well as Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So that is it for our box office take. And I would say, Levon,
All right, I'm gonna
you steer the ship.
to a new R-rated Justice League movie, and it's animated, and it's called Justice League War World, and it's supposed to be coming out. I think. Does it have a date? I'm trying
I think
to
July
think.
July 24th. I think. I'm not sure, but I know it's in. I think it's in July when that's supposed to drop.
Okay. July 21st. July 21st.
So
Uh-huh.
July 21st, so we got an R-rated Justice League movie coming out.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm curious about this.
I'm very
actually
curious about that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that is something. So finally, when I say rated R, when we hear rated R Justice League movie, don't get happy like we're gonna see Lois Lane titties or something here, guys. I'm just saying it might be some killing.
Yeah, more.
It's gonna
Yeah, I
more
can
time.
see some blood. It's going to be bloody.
it's gonna be like when Joker killed Superman's wife when she was pregnant. It's gonna be like that. Watch.
Ooh,
Injustice. Yeah, he's referring to Injustice.
I think we need stuff like that. Y'all can't. Wasn't Injustice? Yo, that shit was banging, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like,
Yes, it was.
Injustice was banging. Like I was like, wow, this was pretty damn good. You know what else was good? Red Sun Superman. That was
The one from Russia.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. I was a
That
big
was
fan.
that was also good too. I like that.
Yeah.
Like that was awesome. But I believe a R-rated DC animated movie, bro, I think that's cha-ching right there. I don't think you can go wrong. First of all, those DC animes are nasty. Like I
Yeah,
don't think
they're
they hit real well. They hit real. Oh, shout out to Ty who's in the chat. She said, "Okay, so no kids at the movie, no problem." Oh man, so man, let me tell you something. R-rated Justice League movie. So that means that these villains are gonna probably kill innocent civilians. There's gonna be some cursing in there. Real life shit. Because
Mhm.
if anything, the Deadpool movies show you that these R-rated superhero freaking concepts can work.
And
You know,
Logan.
yeah,
it can
Logan.
definitely
Yeah,
work.
they
Logan was
they
pretty
can
good. I
they
like
can.
that.
Unfortunately, the guy that did Logan did Indiana Jones, so he's not having a real good day right now.
Well, you win some, you lose some. So
Yeah, you do, but when you lose some and that sum is 500 million, yeah, that's a problem, bro.
Was that how much the movie cost?
Well, no, actually 300 million was the amount Indiana Jones cost
To make?
without the advertising and marketing.
Oh, damn.
Exactly, bro. That is
Sound like a Halo
crazy.
game. God damn.
Oh man, hey, that's never been
God damn.
confirmed. All right, those are
Jesus.
just movies.
Jesus.
Oh man, so basically, Indiana Jones cost as much as it did to make Horizon Forbidden West, and
Yeah.
and I'm telling you right now, they didn't sell 10 million copies of Indiana Jones. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that hurts, bro. That hurts. That hurts. It does. It hurts because it's the last one. They're not gonna have any more. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, that's
Okay.
Harrison Ford is like 80 something years old.
They can always reboot. Come on.
Yeah,
Rick,
well,
you know that. A couple years down the line. How many times
nah,
we
bro.
got a new Rick? How many times we got a new Spider-Man actor? We got
I mean,
we got three
but
different Spider-Man.
yeah,
Come on,
that's true, Deuce. But Spider-Man has always been success. Spider-Man never got a new actor after losing $500 million.
No, I get what you're
Yeah,
saying, but
exactly.
there always
So,
could be reboots down the line.
it could be, but I think somebody else needs to take the reins over. Thriller Ali's here. What up, Thriller? He said they did my boy Indy wrong. Shaking my head. Yeah, they did, bro. They did him wrong, bro. He man. I mean, I feel. I mean, being an '80s baby, you feel bad when the stuff that you grew up on failed. Because you're like, man, what happened? Like, I'd be a mess if freaking Transformers failed, but it didn't. Transformers did $400 million. No,
I
they're
ain't gonna lie to you, Ricky. I'm an '80s baby, and I don't give a damn about Indiana Jones. I'm just being
wow,
honest.
this is okay.
well,
Okay.
I get it. Listen, let's be honest here. The brothers
I'm more of a
weren't.
Transformer
I was about to
person than
say,
Indiana Jones.
let's keep it a bean. Ty is a African American, and not many African Americans like Indiana Jones.
That's not
do.
true. I'm like 8% white, so take that. So how about that?
Wait, he has these unconfirmed percentages about his ethnicity that have never been confirmed. This guy
That's
here.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh man,
Let
listen.
me break it down to you, Ricky.
Okay, break it down
My
to me.
grandmother
Hey,
was black.
Chad, let me
My
ask y'all this.
granddaddy was black. I had my daddy. My daddy was born, so he's part white and part black, and my mom was black. And there you go. There go my 8%.
Thank you. So that means no goddamn reparations for you. Next.
Hey, Chad, let me ask y'all this, and this is including the live chat too. Did y'all like Indiana Jones? Like, let me know in the comments.
Be honest.
Did y'all like Indiana Jones?
Levon, they probably didn't go see Indiana Jones.
No, I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about.
Oh, in general? Well, I know Ty very well. And I don't think we've never talked about even going to see Indiana Jones. Me and her talked about going to see Transformers, but we never talked about Indiana Jones. So I'm gonna say at least Ty, I can say that she doesn't like Indiana Jones, or she hasn't mentioned it. Mac, I don't know. Mac, I don't know, man. He said Shia LaBeouf messed up the franchise, but not bringing him back. Nah,
The way y'all capping for Indiana Jones already, I hope that should do numbers when it come out on Xbox. That's all I gotta say.
Well, here's why people are so turned with this Indiana Jones thing, because Indiana Jones was basically ripped off, and they created Nathan Drake. So that's why Sony guys, Sony ponies, Sony fanboys always hated Indiana Jones, because they always said that Nathan Drake, even though he was inspired by Indy, that he was the better character. So, that's kind of where that whole thing came from, and that's why the ponies hate Indiana Jones, and like Max City said, maybe that's why they didn't go see it at the movies. Hell, I don't know, but I think it's. I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that Kathleen Kennedy is just she's messing up, bro. I mean, Indy's dead, but at least we get this R-rated Justice League movie, animated
So,
movie.
so basically, Rick, what you're saying is basically Sony is Facebook and Microsoft is Indiana Jones. Is that what I hear with what's that new shit that they got, Threads?
Oh,
And Elon Musk suing them now? God damn, Rick.
I don't know, bro.
Y'all bots down bad, homie.
Here's,
Y'all bots down super bad.
here's what I do know. Indiana Jones is down bad.
no,
And but Tomb Raider, like Max City just mentioned, Tomb Raider is good. That was the first Tomb Raider movies was okay, but then what they messed with Laura. Now remember Laura Croft first came into video games. She had a small waist. She's very busty. She had the hourglass figure, but then they dumbed her down to look like a regular like British woman. Like it got crazy. Like they toned her
They
down.
couldn't use the polygons anymore, Rick. You gotta let that go.
I don't think
bro.
it was that. I think, bro. I think they didn't want that whole sex as a weapon thing. Remember that was a thing in the late '90s, 2000. And then they caught old buddy here was telling women that they had to do certain things to get parts in movies, and then you had the Me Too thing. So you gotta be careful, about certain things. So I think that's what happened with Laura Croft, at least in video games. They toned her down. You saw what they did saying, but they never toned Chun-Li down though. But they toned her down. And the Agent Slugger says, I didn't see Indiana Jones yet, but Laura Croft is a indie copycat. Yep, and so is Nathan Drake. 100%. Angelina Jolie is a good actor. Not all actresses can play action heroes. That's true. But
I thought you was gonna say that Laura Croft copied Indiana Jones, and then they had Nathan Drake be the male version of Laura Croft. That's what I thought.
Nah, they all got their chops from Indiana Jones.
No, I'm saying, but one came before the other one.
They did, but I mean, look, things happen. I mean, did Kubert come before Mario? I think. How did that go? Everybody, it's a lot of things. Listen, it's not 100% infringement, but you can be inspired by certain things.
No, I'm not saying infringement. I'm just saying like one took one from another, and then another one came and did the same thing.
Well, if that's the case, then Croft came second, and then came Drake. But Indiana Jones, but Indiana Jones never had a real video game. I think those Pitfall games were like inspired by Indiana Jones, but that was about it. You couldn't use Harrison Ford's likeliness or anything on them. But I think those games were the whole jumping in the jungle thing and all that. I think he even had a whip. I think that was the case there with that. So,
oh, he had a game.
I don't remember, but probably on PC. I've never played an Indiana Jones video game ever.
You never played the Lego games?
Oh well, that doesn't count. That's like you saying you use the Indiana Jones Fortnite skin and you play the game. Come on, man, that doesn't count, bro. I mean, come on here. I see what you're saying. I mean, but I don't know, Levon. You're. I'm gonna have to probably pull your video game card after that filth you had me put on screen on the arcade yesterday. I mean, we're still.
Levon is a man of culture. He plays everything. So
Levon is a man of question lately with that damn game. He put it up in Discord today. He won't let it die. Like he won't.
What Martian Panic?
Yes.
It's a fake House of Dead. That's what that game is.
Oh man, it's not House of Dead. It should be dead. Levon, steer the ship.
All right. Let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy and the character Star-Lord. And director James Gunn, who's running on DC now, teases a legendary Star-Lord movie plans. So, yes. Where is it?
Yeah.
There we go. Chris and I forever talked about how great it would be to do a legendary Star-Lord movie. A story with Star-Lord on Earth trying to adapt to the environment of Earth in the same way that somebody else might try to adapt to the alien environment of outer space. Gunn explains in the commentary track of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, he's a fish out of water in just kind of regular water, so I can't wait to see it.
And I'm going to put up another poll because, again, the Rick loves polls. I'm going to ask the chat. Are you interested in a Star-Lord solo movie? I am. I think, and I like the way that Chris Pratt did the character. He took actually Star-Lord, I think, is a D character in the Marvel
Yes, he is.
universe. And I think
Yes, he
he
is.
took him from a D to at least a B or a C minus. And kind of like what RDJ did with Iron Man. Iron Man was a C character and he turned him to an A character. And I like the way that Chris Pratt, and here's why I like what he did. Besides the acting part, even though he made him a little clownish and stuff, but that's kind of their shtick over there in Marvel. But when they told him that they can use like CGI or body doubles on parts where he had to be like with no shirt on or that stuff, he said no. He said he was going to work out and get in shape because if he was supposed to be a superhero, he wanted to get a superhero body. And you know what? That right there says a lot about dedication when you're an actor. You say, you know what? I want to do more than just play a character. I want to be the character. Like what's his name? Davis, Daniel Lewis, the English guy who played Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis. He's a method actor. So a method actor is, and again, I went to theater school. Yes, I know.
Rick.
I know.
Here we go.
Okay. I did. So again, I went to theater school. So Daniel Day-Lewis is a method actor, which means when he was playing the butcher in Gangs of New York, he was the butcher on set, off set, when he went to the restaurant, all of that shit. Like he was the butcher. Like, and that's just how he was. And you know who else is like that too? A buddy that played the Joker, and yes, Heath Ledger, and the other guy that played Joker from Suicide Squad. He's like that too. But he's not doing so well. He played Morbius as well.
Yeah, we're not talking about
that. Yeah. He's all, so all method actors aren't great actors, just to let y'all know. But they're very into their role. They're dedicated. They'll do whatever they have to do to get the job. They want to be that character. And that's what Daniel Day-Lewis does, and that's what Heath Ledger did to a point where it killed him. He's nuts like that. Thriller Ali says Gunn should stick to characters he's grown organically instead of messing up established characters like Superman. Shaking my head. Well, Thriller, here's the problem. Well, it's not a problem. He's not gonna have anything to do with this Star-Lord movie because he's 100% DC now, but he's gonna get executive producer credits because the Star-Lord character, he wrote that for Marvel. So he's going to still get a check from Disney because he did help put that character on track. No different than what Snyder did with Wonder Woman and Flash, which fell out of the top 10 of the box office this weekend, by the way. Ty says his character is great, but the humor is blah. A whole movie of that. So Ty's not feeling Star-Lord. Rierio says, is the Square Enix remake coming to Xbox? I don't know. It depends if Microsoft gets mad enough and buys them. So that's what could happen. And Max City says, dude showed me I can trust him as an actor, so I support him. I remember Chris from Parks and Rec. Yes, yeah. Wow. Yep.
Yo, I love that show, Parks and Rec.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I actually like that show better than The Office. I know that's not a popular.
That's not. I'm about to say that's not a popular opinion to have, man. Yo, Mac says Superman about to die. Mac, you know what? I thought the same thing. He's talking about Snyderverse. He came back. Remember, he didn't die.
No, they got a funeral for homie. He died.
Yeah, but he came back. Yeah, I mean, you can't kill a Superman.
They brought back zombie Superman.
But I honestly think, look, as much as I don't trust James Gunn because I can't trust anybody with this Superman character, I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be. He has no choice. I mean. Everybody in DC knows this is your last chance.
No, but hold on, Rick. Hold on. Let me ask Mac. Mac, have you watched Peacemaker? And I'm talking about the whole season. If you like Peacemaker, I feel like you should trust James Gunn because I love Peacemaker.
I did homework. I did homework, Deuce. I watched Peacemaker and Superman and Lois. Okay. And let me tell you, that Superman and Lois is kind of fire. I got a lot of Smallville vibes, but. I told you. Bro, I didn't know they had kids. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah, they got kids. And, of course, one kid he's angry all the time. God, I hate. See, that's the funny thing, right? See, I see these sitcoms and stuff. I don't have kids like that. Like, Pudge is his thing and the twins, or whatever. But they respect me to the point where they're not gonna walk away from me and say, Dad, oh, this and that, and turn around. Bro, they don't want 6'7", 265 choking the shit out of them. So my kid, that's what I never understood with these dramas on the way that these kid characters talk to their parents. Like I couldn't talk.
But they want it to be relatable. This is
I have no relation with that. I couldn't talk like that in my household.
Not you, but maybe most of society out there in the real world.
Man, well, they need to do that stuff in a black household, bro. We not having it.
No. Well, you already know.
We ain't having it.
My 8% family. You know who they talking about. My 8% family that you want to discredit. that household.
Well, here's what I don't understand. Well, then you're 8%, which we're not going to name names or colors. They should take, they have a lot of guns, and just hit these kids with them. I mean, discipline them. A lot of people, your 8%, killing their parents. I don't understand that. I'm just saying.
That's true. But there's also some of that 8% killing their kids before they even make it.
Well, a lot of them.
We're gonna use the word.
Let's stay on topic.
YouTube
stay on the comic books.
YouTube doesn't like the K word.
Let's stay on the comic books.
Yeah, hold on, Levon. Let's just use unalive instead of the K word.
YouTube doesn't like real.
Yeah. Back crazy. Back said it took so long, Ricky, to fall in love with another Superman. It sucks. It does suck. We gotta adapt the whole new. Now, here's what we can't do. Us as fans, we don't want another Iron Man. But did you guys hear? Now, this is even in the show notes. They spotted Robert Downey Jr. on set on one of these damn Marvel movies.
Rick, are you really surprised?
No, I'm not surprised, bro. When those movies ain't cracking a Billy no more, you got to call RDJ and say, "Hey, look,
Rick, this has been in the plans, right?
Maybe it might be coming. Maybe he might be coming back in the Secret Wars.
It's a multiverse thing, Rick. That's all that it is.
Man,
I hope you're aware of this.
I would love them to say that the Iron Man that did the snap was a Skrull. Get his ass up out of here. Say, yo, that was a Skrull. He was stuck on Thanos' ship the whole time. They had him hostage.
I would agree with you. But spoilers for anybody that hasn't watched Secret Wars, every time a Skrull dies, what happens?
It turns to a Skrull.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
we didn't get that with Robert.
Yeah, but remember, he still had a pulse though. And then his helmet closed.
No, he didn't. He was dead.
Yeah, hold on. But he didn't get a chance. See, he didn't get a chance.
Rick,
he didn't get a chance. Nah, he didn't get a chance. No, See, Iron Man different. That suit's got a life support system in there. But anyway,
I wish I could throw this nigga in the
room. Look, listen. More than Iron Man and Captain America died in Endgame, bro. A lot of stuff just went bad. But I digress. We're talking about a little bit of Superman, and I watched the Superman and Lois, and I thought it's cool as hell. Now, the only thing that I just can't grasp on here is, with the Superman and Lois, is that newspapers are dead. Like, it's kind of hard when you have a series that's surrounded by a newspaper. Like, bro, I know that you listen.
Okay, so I got a question before you finish this.
Yeah, they should.
Is this the one where they got two kids and they get their powers?
Yes.
I was watching that on TikTok. I thought it was fake.
I actually like it. Listen, it's pretty cool.
It's good.
It's pretty cool.
Right now.
It is.
When y'all get to the third season, it's gonna be a little depressing. That's all I'm gonna say. Third season, it's like, oh man, why y'all throw this in there?
I was watching on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure you probably know who I'm talking about, but somebody gonna find out something about somebody. They gonna get all depressed and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yep. I saw it on TikTok. Yep.
All right. Well, listen. As of right now, no spoilers, please. I just started. I'm only on the fourth episode here. Yep. And it was funny because at the end of the first episode, you got like a feel-good feeling, like, hey, you know what? Fucking Clark's gonna make this shit work. And what happens? The fucking unbalanced fucking pill-popping kid has to take the fucking pills. He's depressed. Well, here's where certain things don't make sense. If he does have superpowers, right? This kid, he's a little stronger than everybody, and he's also very bitchy and fucking needy. That would mean the dosage they're giving him not going to work because you're going to have to up the dosage because it's going to take more. So think about it. If you had to take 2 pills, and if you're 3 times stronger than somebody, you got to take 6.
Like, so what you got to understand about the show his powers are coming in, and every season he's going to gain gain new powers. So just think about it like Smallville. You know how Clark was
Yeah.
learning. Clark didn't even learn how to fly till the last
Till the last
season.
episode, yeah. He could only
So-
fly when he had the red kryptonite because it made him arrogant and shit. So
so that's what's happening. He's unlocking new powers every single season. So just think about it like that from Smallville. So
I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, don't fucking spoil it, man. I found something I like, all right? Don't take it away from me.
you'll love it. No, you'll love it.
But it's funny too, because you guys put me onto the Superman and Lois, and I found out about Smallville years and years ago. I called out of work one day, and I was laying in the bed. I didn't want to move, and I kept hearing names like Chloe, Clark, Lana, Lex. And then once I heard Lex and Clark and Lana, I said, wait a minute, these are freaking Superman characters. I look up, there's a bald head dude up there saying he's Lex Luthor. And he has a father who is one of the baddest motherfuckers that I've seen on the show. Like, yo, Money that plays Lionel Luthor was the man, yo. That dude was the man he was my favorite character in the series. Lionel Luthor. He didn't care about nothing, bro. He was like, Lex, you got to grow up. You got a bald ass head. He was just talking junk to him. Like he would always push his kid, not like Dwight Howard was doing his kid, but he was like he was like a tough parent. Like, and Lionel Luthor was like that dude. That's why when that Lex Luthor that was in Batman versus Superman, he was like the goddamn Joker. I didn't like him. I said, what kind of goddamn?
I think his name was Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, the dude. Listen, I see him. All I think of is the zombie shit with Woody. Bro, I can't do this. Like, come on, man. Get
Think
that.
of Now You See Me.
Man,
That movie
get his
with,
ass
Morgan
up
Freeman.
out of here.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Damn.
Yeah.
I forgot
that
about
too.
that, Layvon. But yeah, I can't. I just can't do it. So, what? Fuck. But anyway, I digress. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna steer the ship now to my adventures with Superman. Let's talk about that show. That show isn't all that bad.
I heard
It's
this
not
on
bad.
Max. I haven't seen it yet. But
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
But y'all could talk about it. I don't mind. I
Yeah.
don't care about spoilers.
So
Y'all can talk
basically,
about it.
Clark Kent, he got an internship, and Lois and Jimmy, he's a black guy or whatever, and Superman, takes down this mercenary called Live Wire or whatever. I don't know. If this
Oh yeah,
is like
Now if Livewire was a girl in the comics, I believe.
Yeah, she's a girl.
Okay.
She's a girl in
Okay.
this
Yeah.
movie.
Now I haven't seen this series, so now I'm gonna be watching 2 damn Superman series. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, man, we was thinking that Superman was dead, Mac. I don't know, Mac. He's all over the place now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, look, Superman is the most popular comic book character. They got to do him
Rick,
justice.
stop.
He is. He's the most popular.
No, he's not. No, Rick.
He sold more comic books than anybody.
Rick. Do a Google on your own computer.
I can't
and show
Google
the
because
stats.
Google is just one source.
I know.
Yeah, Google's just one source, but if you're talking actual comic book sales, Superman's the guy.
Rick.
Superman. Listen, Deuce. Superman is so powerful that other people steal his origin story left and right. He's the guy.
You're talking about semantics now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Superman. Superman.
We talking about Rick. I love you. You're my
was
man.
the most powerful
fan.
superhero, or what?
Spider-Man has that crown.
I said
And I know you don't want to
Spider-Man.
hear that. I know you don't want to hear that, Rick.
Well, the damn sure ain't the Miles Spider-Man, I'll tell you that.
See, there you go.
Oh my God. Rick, come on, Rick. Come on.
I had to say it.
For you for the rest of the
I
day.
had to fucking say it. Oh man, that Miles Spider-Man is dog shit. Get his ass up out of here.
Rick. I thought you were gonna be neutral.
I
You can't
am.
help it. You
I'm
can't
in
help it.
neutral,
This
but
Tony,
guess
you
what,
can't help it.
Levon? When you drive
can't help it.
stick, you put it in neutral before you put it in reverse and right over that bastard. Fuck him, he sucks. Anyway, get that Miles Morales out of here.
Yeah,
Yo,
you can't help it. 'Cause
Thriller
it's Sony, you
Ali,
can't help it.
my man Thriller Ali says live action Doom Patrol. Yeah, I started watching Doom Patrol. I did. And
Titans
Titans, we're good on HBO Max until the show goes woke. Yeah, you know how that goes. Look who's here is Ish. Ish, you better be in the gym. Ish said, according to Google research, Spider-Man is the most popular superhero of all time. Again, Google is just.
That's what I've been trying to tell Rick,
But
man.
God damn it,
Rick-
bro.
Rick
Okay.
busy cooning.
How am I cooning? You're using Google. Somebody could use Bing. Somebody could use something else.
Okay, Rick. Use
Google
Bing.
is
Like
not.
Microsoft.
Google
Rick, you
is not the end all be all. We got to stop this.
Rick, go to Bing and Bing it right now. Live on air, Rick.
Oh
Go ahead.
man.
Go ahead, Rick.
I can't
Wait.
because weird things might show
Oh,
up
you,
in
oh,
my
oh,
what's
yeah,
the
yeah.
name?
I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm sure.
All right, I'll use Google. What you want? What superhero has sold the most
Oh my God.
comics? Okay, now look.
Yo,
Superman still
Rick?
holds the. Wait, hold on. I got this is for Ish, really. This is for Ish because Ish tried to hit me with some bullshit, and Ish should be happy about that. His ancestors created fucking Superman. So what is he fucking mad at? All right, so listen here. All right, so as you can see here, folks.
Rick, you done cooning, Rick?
No, I'm not cooning. I'm giving you the truth here. Let's zoom in on this. Superman still holds the record for the most selling comics in the history of American comics and has sold more comics than any other superhero. More than 600 million copies of Superman comics have been sold till date. Okay.
And with that being said,
All right.
your original question was, who was the most popular superhero?
I
That
got
was
it.
your original.
Listen, I can't be in people's mind. When you
I
say
know,
popular,
I know. There you go. There
exactly.
you go, Rick.
So hold
There you
on.
go.
So listen, I can't be in people's mind, but I can be in their wallet. They have
I
bought
know.
Superman comic book. He's number
I got
one.
you.
So can we
I
stop
got
the
you.
Spider-Man BS? Thank you.
Ain't no BS, bro. You can't fight
Yeah,
facts, bro.
I
Ain't no
fact it.
BS.
So when Spider-Man sells 600 million copies of comics, let me know.
Nobody's talking about fam. Nobody talking about sales. You said who was the most popular. That
Oh,
was your
wait a minute.
question.
So selling the most, you're not the most popular?
No, nigga, what are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about, Rick?
How could
What are
this
you
not
talking
be?
about?
So-
Okay, Rick. How many Superman movies went to $1 billion?
Hold on. Listen.
No.
listen.
It's a straightforward question.
None.
How many Superman?
Absolutely
okay.
none.
How many Batman movies made $1 billion?
3 of them, as I know of.
Exactly. So that's my point. Selling more doesn't make you more popular, Rick. What are you talking about?
Well, hold on a second here. That's because those were good
here
movies,
you
and
go.
Superman
Here
has
you go.
been
Here you go.
handicapped by bad
Here you go.
writers and bad directors.
Rick, we discussed no capping today, Rick.
All right.
We've
Well,
been
listen.
capping back to back.
You and Ish the Rabbi here can say whatever you want.
Oh,
Superman sold more freaking comic books
Rick,
than
you got it.
anybody. All
You got
right.
it.
So now we can
You got
move on from that. All right. Superman. Listen, I don't even like Superman. I'm a Batman guy. Look at my goddamn
Rick,
profile
I told
pic.
you got it. You got it, Rick. You got it.
I don't even like him. I don't even like Superman. I always wish Batman would just kill him and get it over with instead of being nice to him.
But then he wouldn't be Batman if you did that. Doesn't Batman's code say he don't kill?
Listen, whether you guys like it or not, Kal-El of Krypton is the most popular superhero
No, he
in
is
the
not, Rick.
world. And not
I know
only
you
that,
wanna- I know you
and
wanna
I'll
believe
even
that, and
and
you
I'll
keep
even
telling
go a
yourself
further
that.
step too. Did you know
Rick,
that Superman
Because
is
you
not
say
only
it many times doesn't make it true. You know that, right?
Oh, well, listen. Also, did you know that Superman is the only superhero that doesn't wear a mask? He doesn't wear a mask.
Yo, fam.
He doesn't wear a mask.
Levon, steer the shit, bro. 'cause this
All
nigga
right,
been
let's
doing forever.
just talk about secret invasions. Let's just talk about that.
All right. So, what was your thoughts, Rick? Did you see the episode? Did Rick just drop out? Did he put himself in the room?
Oh, I didn't drop out. I was playing the Superman theme by John Williams and enjoying it.
Oh,
yeah.
We didn't hear you at all.
Should
what do you
you guys
think about
be
the
tuned
episode?
into the show? Oh God, what are we doing? But anyway, so Secret Invasion. The last episode wasn't as good as the first two, but I understand placement. You know, in series like this, it's not the next episode's job to be better than the previous episode. It's all about how you set up the climatic energy here. And what's the payoff gonna be? And I think what Gravik did to old girl, now what's his name? Talos is gonna kill this motherfucker. He's in trouble. Now,
But the title of the episode was called Betrayed, so everybody was betraying everybody. It seems like this shit was crazy. I actually loved the episode. I think this was my favorite one because it actually confirmed what a lot of us thought about a particular character being a Skrull. And he actually, when I found out in episode 2 when I rewatched it, and Nick Fury always says one particular thing. If you guys pay attention, he always says, "No one calls me Nick."
yes.
And one character in particular in episode 2 called him Nick when they were sitting down talking, and I said, "Nah, he a Skrull," because Rhodey would know never to call Nick Fury Nick. Everybody calls him
Oh,
Fury.
yep.
I couldn't believe I missed it the first time, but that's when I knew Rhodey was a Skrull. That's when I knew.
And
Ah,
and if y'all saw at the end of the episode, when somebody usually die, they usually transform back after they get shot. Somebody didn't transform.
she did. She did. Oh, yo, she did. She did.
No. She did. She did transform.
Yeah,
but
she
we didn't
did.
see
She
a
did
body.
transform
she
back.
did.
She
But we
did.
didn't see a body.
did.
So
But you know, it's funny that you
Yeah.
said that with the whole Nick thing, because when he first found the scrolls in the Captain Marvel movie, somebody called him Nicholas.
Yep.
And he's like,
Talos,
no, yeah,
Talos called him
yeah.
that,
He said
'cause
nobody
he was
calls me
dressed up as
Nicholas.
somebody else.
Yeah, as
Mhm.
one of the former Shield. Well, he wasn't the director of Shield yet, but you know
Right.
he was like nobody calls me Nicholas, and
Mhm.
that's how he knew that and I didn't pick that up. So you guys told me that Rhodey called him Nick.
Yeah, well, go back to episode 2, and you'll hear him call him Nick, and I'm like, I didn't catch it the first time.
So
but when I
Ty, me and Ty have been texting each other on this. So Ty, you're right.
Yep.
Ty, fucking Rhodey, he's got to be a scroll because we were talking. Me and her were talking about that, and I was like, "Yo, what do you think?" She's like, "Yo, I think he's a scroll," and I'm like, "Yeah, he is. He's a fucking scroll. He's a scroll." Wow, yo, that's big. That's big. Well, that also means we won't get the War Machine suit in this series because he ain't a fucking War Machine.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that
How you
because
gonna-
remember, everybody that they copied, they have the original somewhere locked up.
Yeah,
So,
but they must have got Rhodey
That
somewhere else because I didn't see him in that room. They showed the people they
Right,
had. Yeah.
right.
Oh, and plus, if Rhodey was in that room, Talos' daughter would have said something. She'd be like, "Yo,
Mhm.
they got Colonel Rhodes in here." So
Mhm.
Gravik must have him somewhere doing his bidding because even Buddy's wife turned on him. Like, yo, she was down with Gravik.
No, Rick. See, you leading the chat. She didn't turn on him. She explained in the chat. First of all, don't listen to everything Rick says. 'cause
You
he's
have
gonna
to.
sway y'all in one way. or
I'm
another.
not. I'm the most
Rick
honest
Fu-
man in
I
here.
said, I'm gonna call you Rick Fury.
Rick Fury, yes.
Nick Fury. Nick Fury got snapped. She got mad, and she was, crying over him, upset. Then when he came back from the snap, he just disappeared, and she was like, "Hold up, you left me again." So I don't feel like she turned on him. Nick Fury left, never came back, no communication with his own wife. So I'm like, yo, that's kind of disrespectful. How you got a wife and you just left? That's the same thing that happened with Gravik. He promised them they was gonna find him a
Oh
home.
man, listen, I
He
told
just
you I
left.
think they're whiny little bitches anyway, but
Oh my!
I think so, man. I'm sorry. You know, my man is trying to get stuff right. And look, bro, you can't listen. Rome wasn't built
So
in a
Rick,
day.
you would leave your wife for a few years and not say nothing and not come back?
Yeah,
see.
fuck
See?
yeah. If I'm Fury,
Listen.
it's for the cause. You gotta do that.
What cause, fam? How you never gonna walk away
Bro,
from your
I'm
wife
trying
for
to
a few
build
years?
a fucking space station here. I got shit to do. I can't be
And
caught
yet-
up in these politics.
And yet, you telling me he don't have no communication from the space station to Earth?
Look, man. Listen, what does Fury? It's a line that Fury always said. What do he say? Even when I'm out, I'm in. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so he knows what's good. Like, listen, man. Look, I think that Fury, some things he handled not too well, and that would probably be the I wouldn't say that it's helping them. I would think that it's the fact that he left Earth. That was probably the
Yeah.
big deal, not the fact that he didn't help him. You can't, bro. Planets don't just grow on trees, bro. You need a fucking Big Bang theory to make these things. So, as far as finding them a home, I'm not holding him for that. I would hold him like if he's the dude that was. And I mean, Talos fucking got into him. He was like, "Yo, you didn't start climbing a ladder until me and my people started helping
That's a
you and
fact.
spying for you." I was like,
That's a
"Oh shit!" I was like, "Yo, this dude just fucking punched Fury in the nose, and there's nothing he can say. There's nothing he can say about it, bro. That is crazy. Wow, yeah. Like when he said that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, he owes Talos and his people a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He
He damn
owes,
sure does.
you know, he owes them a lot. And look, but every action has a reaction because he climbed the ladder of Shield because with the help of Talos and stuff, Shield
Mhm.
made the world safe until motherfucking Thor showed up and freaked motherfuckers out. That's what
That's a fact. That's a fact.
that's kind of why that's how this whole MCU shit was like built on. Really, was the arrival of Thor. Like once Thor came, it freaked out Fury. There's nothing more dangerous in the world as a freaked out Fury because that dude is like motherfucker. You know how he is. Like that's just how he goes to the extreme. He had all those Tesseract freaking weapons built and all of that stuff because it freaked him out.
But
And-
you know what, Rick? I want to know if Nick Fury is freaked out, why didn't he say nothing? Because he knows that Rhodey's a scroll. Because remember, go back to episode 2 when they was talking. He called him Nick. So that means he already knows.
but
like, okay, so
he
I
don't.
mean, I know
But
you're a
Fury,
scroll, but he never said nothing.
but
And I'm like,
Fury never shows his hand. He never shows his hand. He basically told what he told Rhodey in that scene in the second episode. He was kind of just letting him know because remember he played the game. Tell me something that I know and tell me something that you don't think I know. So he's saying
he said that to Talos though.
I know
didn't say
he
that
did, but what I'm saying is same shit in the room. He's telling all this shit to Rhodey, knowing that after he called him Nick, he's still talking. Because even though that he knows that, I think Fury's planting the seed, like, listen, I know what's going on. Because that's why he made think about it. In that same conversation, he said, even when I'm out, I'm in. You came to fire me? And you know, and I think that's just Fury being Fury saying, look, I'm going to tell you this because I already know what you're up to. I already know. And I think that's why he's not going to show his hand yet. Because he was telling him, because see, think about this. Rhodey wanted him to call the Avengers right away. He's like, what do you think? And he was like, no. He said, because then they can morph into them, start doing some weird shit, and then, you know, now we got problems. So I think that Fury is doing what Fury does. He's 2 steps ahead. If Fury is always 2 steps ahead of you, like they say he is, then he already knew Rhodey was a goddamn scroll.
He knew at that point. I think that's when.
Yeah, I think, like, okay. And that's why. Why do you think he gave the big sigh and shit after he jacked homeboy up? It wasn't because he was tired. He probably was thinking like, oh, damn, we got a higher up dude posing as a scroll. One of the guys that's assigned to defend the Earth. He's been made. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's made out, and now I got to get past one of the top dudes in the country. They got that kind of clearance and shit, and now I got to fight him along with all these scrolls that Talos just told you is now here on Earth. So now Fury's like, God dang, it's a whole bunch of shit that I got going on here. And I think that's what that side was for. It was like, damn, they got Rhodey. You know, they got all the other guys. That's the last thing I needed. Because he told me, he said, do a brother, help a brother out, give a brother a favor. And the brother that he wants to give him a favor, he ain't the brother. And you can tell by the way he was talking to him that he was on some other shit. So, you know, that's,
and you know, Fury knew that Rhodey was a scroll because I think it was the lady he was talking to that he planted the device in the owl when he was like, there's a top government official that's you know, posing as a scroll.
Yes,
I believe he was talking about Rhodey because, like I said, with that little tidbit, he already knew Rhodey was a scroll.
Yes, sir.
And then
yes, sir.
At the end of the show, Rhodey, she called Nick's wife calls Rhodey, and she's like, yo, let me speak to Gravik. He's like, nah, you speaking to me. You gonna speak to me. So they go to connection with Gravik, Rhodey, and her. So yeah, I mean, it's clear now that he is a scroll. And everybody's.
And he already knew because the way that he looked at the phone, he said, hey, look, don't let me be in here. Not, you know, and then he just looked at the phone and you don't see him go in it. That lets you know, he's like, you know what? I don't even got to go on the phone. I know what's up. I already know what's up. I already know what's up. That's like when a woman knows you cheating and shit. She ain't got to go through your phone. She already knows.
Yep.
She already knows. She's just going to pull out them cell phone records that come in the mail and shit and get you. So, you know, that's, you know, so that's what that was. And I was like, damn. So now you guys done told me the Rhodey called him Nick. Man, nobody calls him Nick. They call him, yeah, yo. I think it's only 8 episodes, right? So we got 5 more episodes.
No, 6.
It's only 6. Oh my God, we're halfway through. Jesus.
Would you want to see this as a movie?
No, I think the suspense is built better as a miniseries than being as
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, because you can do much more. You can get deeper in a miniseries as opposed to a film. Film's 2 hours. And out of that 2 hours, 45 minutes is going to be fluff. But here, every episode, you got to get to the meat and potatoes. You don't have time to screw around. You got 32 minutes to get your point across because the damn end credits are like 9 minutes. So when you think it's an hour, it's not really an hour. It's like 32 minutes and they move quickly.
Yep.
They move quick. And I think now I don't know what the ratings have been for this series, but I like it, bro. This is the first series, probably besides Loki or what was the other one I like? WandaVision.
I didn't watch Loki.
No, yeah, I thought it was good. He's getting another series. He's getting a season 2. So I think. Listen, I think if this is like a reboot to the new phase, I think this is the direction that they're going to want to go in because I wasn't sold on Kang the Conqueror. I didn't like the way that character development was going. I thought you should have bought in the Living Tribunal or something else, not him. I never liked Kang. I thought his costume sucked. I even had his action figure, and that sucked. I just never liked him. I thought that you could have did more with like a Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom's a badass too.
And they leading up to that because he's gonna be probably in the 6th Avengers movie or 7th Avengers movie. They leading up to that. So
Doom is a fucking problem, bro.
That's what I said. They leading up to that. Don't worry about that.
So that I was like, man, I would like to see what they do with Doctor Doom. And I mean, look, bro. I mean, they got a lot of mutants that are OP'd. I want to see how the MCU's take on Magneto is going to be.
I want to see the MCU's take on the X-Men.
Well, not from what I've been hearing. They were talking about going to call them X people instead of X Men. They didn't want to use the word man. That's what they were saying, bro. Now, listen, when you hear stuff like that, I mean, look, we just need Kathleen Kennedy out of there. She has to be the sacrificial lamb. Get her out of there. All that thing. I think Kevin Feige has to stop. Now, look, I think Feige is pushing the woke thing. I think he is. I honestly think he's the one that's pushing the woke thing, and I think he's pushing too hard.
Why do you think that?
I think you just need to listen. I told y'all when the Taskmaster turned out to be a woman, I was like, yeah, I said you're doing too much. I get it. We want the women to be like, don't do that to the female audience by just giving them a pity character like that. You know, do something well. Like, you know, I get it. Like they had like Maria Hill. She was a good character. She was powerful. She meant something to the series. She was Fury's right-hand woman, but they killed her off, allegedly. You know, so I don't know here. Hopefully she was
real quick before you continue on your tangent. I wanted to finish discussing the episode. I think the episode was a solid episode. I love that.
What'd you give it? 1 to 10.
I give it an 8. Solid episode.
I thought so too. I think an 8. I think 8. I give it an 8 as well.
I like how they brought back the Iron Man 3 aspect of the what was that superpower when the guy's hand heated up? Oh, man, you know the bad guy from Iron Man.
Yeah, 3? The dude that was dating
Extremis. It was called Extremis. So they put that part in the episode. It looks like Gravik.
Well, that's how Gravik has it. He used that DNA to Yes, because they're splicing his genes with that stuff there.
I feel like Gravik is scared of Talos, the way Talos was choking him up, and Talos didn't care that there was like 15 other.
Oh no, doubt. They talking about it. You're talking now. That's why I said Talos gonna kill him. You mentioned that dude's daughter, and you see what happened, right? He goes 0 to 100. Yeah, he didn't care who was with him. He knew he had all his boys with him. And once he find out that she's dead,
that was the only problem I had with the episode is that his daughter took the bait too easily, because even I knew watching it, he was just saying stuff around her because he already suspected that there was a mole within them, and he gave all the coordinates and everything, and she did it down to a T. I'm like, come on, you really took the bait like that? That's crazy. Bro.
Yeah, facts. Now, Thriller Ali says something interesting. He said Disney is suppressing Major's face in their marketing. It seems they're playing a wait and see approach with this legal trial. You know what, Thriller Ali and Ty said, right, don't force it. Thriller, I think Disney is being very cautious because they jumped the gun on the Johnny Depp shit and they look crazy. Because they went and
Johnny Depp, you talking about Pirates?
Yes, that's another Disney. They went and jumped the gun before on that, and they looked crazy. Because they were talking about get him up out of there, and the only people that stood by Johnny was his cologne. That's why I wear that. That shit smells good. That cologne smells good, bro. It's expensive. You can go get cologne. Yeah, you can only get that shit in Macy's. That bitch is about $130 a bottle. It smells good, as it should for $130 a bottle. But yeah, it smells good. I love that cologne, and they're the only people that really stood by him. And now Disney was trying to ask him to come. Time Warner dumped him from the Harry Potter franchises, or shall I say, the Harry Potter universe. They got rid of him, replaced him, and Disney now is trying to warm him back with Pirates of the Caribbean, because if you go to the Disney parks, his voice is back on those rides and stuff. Yeah, so Disney was like, "Yo, listen, we kind of messed up because he made Savage. Yes, that's it. Agent Slugger, Savage. Yes, I have 2 bottles of it, and it's funny too because once somebody knows what your cologne is, and if you do like Secret Santas and stuff at work, you get a whole bunch of that shit. And bro, I had like enough.
Easy to buy for.
Bro, I had like enough Savage to last me for like 3 years. I gave some to my dad because it was so much of it. It was like it was everywhere. Everybody gave me that. Like, oh, what's that cologne you wear? Savage. So what do you think is in the bag? I was like, Savage? How did you know? Well, that's the last motherfuckers gave me last year too. The same damn thing. But anyway, so Disney, they are waiting Thriller. You're right. Because they don't want to they don't want to have egg on their face again because they jumped the gun, did the whole Amber Heard shit and took her side, and she's defecating on beds and stuff. And nobody said shit. So I put up a poll earlier about did you enjoy the Secret Invasion episode 3, and it's 50-50. I guess I don't know the chat. It was
What
only.
do you two give the episode?
I think like a 7.5.
Okay, Rick.
I gave it an 8, just like you did. I thought it was an 8
He
too.
said an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Hey, listen, man. Look, you getting old, brother. I get it.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, once you start growing those grays on the side of your head, you've arrived. Yeah, you've arrived. Well, Agent Slugger, what movie you talking about that you didn't see? Agent Slugger said he didn't see that movie. I wonder what movie he's talking about. So while we try to figure out what movie he's talking about, homework is obviously Secret Invasion. We got to keep watching that. I'm watching the Superman and Lois show. They have a new Superman show that Levon mentioned. I can't watch 2 Superman shows at once. Yeah, that shit's got to wait. I got to finish the Superman and Lois. If one thing you can't do is watch 2 or 3 different shows, unless it's a structured thing where you're watching it live on like Mondays and Thursdays. If it's like, that written. And no, it's not a rated R Superman each. It's a rated R Justice League movie. It's some kind of I don't know.
It's an animated movie.
Is that Superman show that y'all were talking about? Is that R rated?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think
the one that I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's not R rated, right?
I don't think so.
Hey, so Agent Slugger, you didn't see Agent Slugger. Get Disney Plus if you don't have it already. I'm pretty sure if you sign up for Game Pass, you get it for free for a month or something. I don't know, but Agent Slugger, I need you to watch Secret Invasion. I want the panel and the chat to be on par. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ish. I don't know. Ish worries me a little bit sometimes, but Ty, she Ty is into it. She freaking does her homework. Ty listen, Ty was a good student in real life anyway. So,
But the Superman show is PG, rated PG.
It's PG? Okay.
They got 2 episodes out so far.
All right. So Thriller Ali says Aquaman 2 looks like it's going to flop too. I don't know. Them girls love that motherfucker, bro. Yeah, bro. Listen, he going to a party with no condoms to get laid, bro. That brother right there, boy. Man, let me tell you something. That dude, he gets it in. So he's always gonna have the female audience. So yeah, they gonna love him. So he said Aquaman 2 like it's gonna flop too. Will WB even survive before Superman Legacy? They may sell in January 2024 when they become eligible to sell. Yes,
Microsoft will buy them then.
No, Universal's gonna buy them. Universal's gonna buy. Actually, it's funny because
Universal's Comcast, right?
Yes, I was on it in his. This is how I knew that they were gonna buy them. Not just by the tea leaves, but I had to call Xfinity reps because my damn Peacock isn't working. No, not that Peacock. I'm talking about the Peacock app on the TV. And it's telling me that I had to upgrade to premium. And I'm like, I don't have to upgrade to premium. I got your highest internet package and your highest TV package. It should be free. It's like, oh, we're having problems and this and that. So you know what that means. I'm gonna shake them down and get money off. So I'm getting money off this bill because I missed my wrestling show. I couldn't watch Money in the Bank because of it.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm mad. I couldn't watch my Money in the Bank. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I didn't even get to see Roman Reigns get pinned. So
Oh, he finally lost?
yeah, he finally got pinned by his cousins. They had a tag match.
Mm.
They had the Usos against Roman and Solo. So I couldn't see that. So now, so I'm talking to the woman and she's like, "Hey, don't worry, we'll give you a credit, this and that, whatever." And I was like, "Man, you know what? Is the rumors true that you guys are going to buy WB?" She's like, "Well, it's something that we don't usually talk about the customer." She said, "But yeah." But she was saying that they're not eligible to be bought yet. The same thing that Thriller just said.
Mhm.
Yeah, they said that they couldn't buy Universal couldn't buy Discovery Warner yet because something about a time or something.
Oh,
Some
okay.
yeah, some date has to pass, and then they'll be consumed because Universal. I think they will want them just for because now they don't got to pay them high ass leasing fees no more from them Harry Potter shits over at Universal Studios because now they be like, hey, we bought it, so now
Yeah.
we don't have to pay that extra Harry Potter money anymore. And now I wonder now. See, is that going to be a monopoly? Because if Universal buys WB and they own all the characters, there's a lot of Six Flag parks out there.
Mhm.
So now is that a monopoly? Because now you control Universal Studios, you control the characters in Six Flags. And Six Flags, you can't just pull them away from them. Like take Call of Duty away, foreclose on them. All that foreclose talk we hear now. Yeah, so I don't think you can just do that. So I think that's going to be very interesting to see, what happens. Hey, Ty, you make a good point because yeah, Indiana Jones and we might go see Indiana Jones. Hey, Ty, let me know Tuesday. We ain't giving them the full ticket price. Maybe Tuesday we'll go see Indiana Jones. You got the half price tickets, man. Hey, listen, man, I can't take no risk on him. You know. So Tuesday. I don't know if you're working Tuesday, but Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday. I won't go for my afternoon walk, and we'll go to the theater because I think Tuesday is the like you get half off on the tickets and shit. So that's
Is that at AMC? Like where
no,
they do
that's
that?
Cinemark.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we got Cinemarks around here, so that's what I'll do. We'll see. I'll see what her availability is. We'll go see that, and I think that they'll control all those damn parks, bro. I don't. That might be a fucking monopoly. I don't know. So if they want to buy them and they have the product, because listen, I would love to see Universal just own. Because let's be honest here, WB is kind of like a third wheel. They're not doing their job with the DC universe and let somebody else get a shot at it. I mean, Universal is not doing much better with their stuff, but I mean, I don't know. Do you guys give Kevin Feige a big ass Halliburton full of money? Try to get him to come over to DC because he was the producer on the first two X-Men movie that Fox made.
Mhm.
So maybe he's the key here. Maybe Feige's the guy that you need. Like Dre said, when your shit wasn't right, who's the doctor they told you to go see? Maybe Feige's that dude. He's the guy that you go
Mm.
see when your superhero movies is lacking. I mean, because I can't name besides the Dark Knight trilogies of like the flawless DC comic book movies. Like they're not that well received,
You mean
man.
live action movies?
Yeah, like animated, nobody can fuck with them. Leave that animated stuff. Exact matter of fact, why don't you get these
I feel like
animated
Sony.
directors
I
and
feel
see
like
what they can do?
Sony and DC got the animated movies on lock. Like they
Yeah,
got the formula.
yeah. Because if you look at the Disney like interpretations of the animated with the Guardians of the Galaxy and those Avengers animated films, them shits were trash, bro.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
I didn't like them. Them shits were awful, bro. It just seemed like it seemed like it was like a Frankenstein movie. Like it was trying to be like too many things at once and
Yeah.
it trying to take a little stuff from Bruce Timm and it was trying to take stuff from the old Fox Spider-Man cartoons. It was just, it was like a mess. Not egregious, but a mess. So, on that note, I want to thank everybody that came through. Ty, Ish, Agent Slugger, Brierios was here. Who else was here? Thriller Ali, my man, he was here. Mac came through. Mac come through. Listen, Mac show support. It ain't even a gaming freaking show, and he still came through. Shout out to Mac for coming through.
Big facts. Big
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Yeah, we trying to get this show off the ground, bro. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. So shout out to Merc for Merc coming through. We appreciate that. So let's finish. Again, my project is watching the Superman and Lois. I'm gonna try to finish that up in a couple weeks. We probably won't have a Watchtower Sunday. Sunday, I'll be in Orlando. I'm taking the
Okay.
kid. Yeah, I'm taking the kids to Universal. So we could probably get an arcade in. I don't know if you want to come on. You came to arcade once in a while, so we're gonna do an arcade on Saturday,
Okay. All right. We can do that.
maybe a save point on Wednesday, but there'll be no Watchtower on Sunday. Impossible. I'll be on an airplane. So I'll do little videos and stuff or whatever. My opinion on something if that Microsoft thing gets decided. Whatever. I don't know. It's supposed to be. They're talking about maybe Monday. Maybe God
Yeah,
only knows when.
let's wait and see on that.
Yeah. Hey, look. If it breaks Monday, we'll do a show Monday tomorrow.
Sure.
We'll do a show. We'll do a show tomorrow, and we'll just dedicate 45 minutes or so to the ABK. Whether she denied the preliminary injunction or not, we'll do a show on that. We
I
might as
like
well.
I like Thriller Ali's idea. Read his chat.
He said they need to hire Guillermo del Toro writer for the first.
Guillermo.
He's related to the bad looking dude. The bad
What?
look. No, he's related to they hire him in every movie. That's his distant cousin. The real ugly looking dude.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He played a Machete.
Oh, okay. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
that's his cousin. Yeah, that's
nice. Okay.
yeah, that's his cousin. Yeah, they found out they were relatives after like they were filming and stuff. Yeah, they're actually blood cousins.
Danny Trejo, I think.
Yes, Danny Trejo. That's his name. Yeah, he's actually Danny Trejo and Guillermo del Toro are actually related to each other. They're cousins. Yeah. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now we want to appreciate everybody for coming through. With 13 minutes over, we're doing better. We're doing better.
Mhm.
Levon steered the shit better. Maybe Parker's the one that throws the time off. But Ty left up out of here. I don't know where he went. But Ty bound. Again, Ty's on Central Time, so he's an hour early. It's hard. We don't want to take up y'all Sunday. So, we try to do it as early as possible. And again, we appreciate y'all for coming. Agent Slugger says there's going to be a lot of Sony fans mad at the ABK deal, bruh. That's too much money to be turned away. Hey, that's true. It's going to be, Twitter is going to be a war zone. Oh, shout out to Isaiah. He shows up. He said, you don't know anything about movies, Parker. Parker's not here, Isaiah. He left the Discord again. Parker packed up his bags and we went, listen, we treat the Plan B Discord like the Justice League. And in the Watchtower, we went by Parker's room and knocked on the door. Everything was gone except for that raggedy PC of his. That's the only thing.
Damn.
that's all he left behind was his fucking raggedy PC, and everything else was gone in his room. It was empty. We were like, "What the hell, Parker?" And that bothers me a little bit because I like Parker a lot. Even though he says some weird stuff sometimes, he means well. He's like, I'll be honest with you, Parker is like a big brother, uncle type figure. He's very down to earth when he talks. Like sometimes he gets crazy. Like Parker's never started a fight, but if somebody does get at him, he does go crazy.
Yeah, he finishes it.
Yeah, he does. Like Parker will go to the nine, but Parker's my man, yo. And he's the one, him and Manhattan are the ones, and the guys that wanted to do a show talking about movies and comics. And out of the four of us that wanted to do it, we made Levon do it. We told Levon, yeah. And Ty is like the Red Lion, bro. He's down. Pretty much anything I do, except for if it got to do with the Dallas Cowboys, Ty is down. So, and that's what I appreciate with that about Ty.
No, that's not true. That's not true. If you talk about the Cowboys, I talk about them.
So, and Levon, and again, I appreciate this brother Levon because everything I asked him to do, he does. I'm like, Levon, get me topics, get me links, and he does it, and I appreciate that from him. So I got to get him something nice for Christmas that's coming up because he does everything I asked him to do, and he's never asked for a damn dime. Never.
He holds it down, man.
Never. He does.
Bro.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate everything he does. And I listen. Without the chat, the panel, I ain't got nothing. I didn't like talking to myself on Sunday mornings. Then Ty came. I was sitting here on Sunday morning talking to 3 people. And then Ty came through. We had a Sunday morning show. And again, Parker was a part of that. So we got to find Elijah and see what's going on with him. But again, all of y'all, we going to do a show when that whole ABK thing breaks, unbreaks, or don't break or whatever. I got to get up out of here because I got a turtle head sticking out. I got to go to the bathroom bad.
Do
So,
your thing, bro.
yo, thank y'all for coming through. We'll see y'all